had to wait, 4 or 5 months or whatever for this day, but it's been good. I thought we had a really productive fall. Having the season here pushed back to spring, I think allowed us to get some things accomplished with our team in terms of knowing our personnel better, because we obviously have had a lot of new players into the lineup. So I think it was a really productive fall, about as good as we could do. I felt like. And now we're just ready to get started training and obviously preparing for each game here as we go along, because obviously the heat does take it out of you. So I think aside from dealing with some of the really cold days that we may encounter, I think it'll be a real positive for us, as a group, and obviously our Oklahoma players, our Texas players, which obviously we have a lot of those guys are used to it. This is when high school soccer is in those states, and so those guys that have played high school are doing it, and all the club players too are used to playing in it. So it's new for us, the guys who are strictly in the college game, but for our players, it's nothing new at all for them. Yeah, it's exciting, honestly. I think actually just talked to a coaching friend of mine up at Missouri, and they were able to do the same thing with their women this fall, and they played one game a week, and he mentioned the same thing. I think we all feel like we can get coaching in, we can get proper rest and recovery in for our players. So I'm excited about the setup, and obviously the opportunity to compete for 3 trophies, right? So yeah, will we like more than 10 games? For sure. We should play more than 10 games, but we're playing one game a week. Hopefully, fingers crossed for 10 straight weeks, and then have an opportunity to compete for a title there, and then an opportunity to compete for a conference tournament title, and then the NCAA title. So the 3 prizes that we always are shooting for every year are still out in front of us, and we're excited about the challenge.